Yeah, it's Daddy Steve, and it's been a while since I've done a lucky flip video. And by the way, it is, and there's Deck Keyboards with Mr. Box. It's Friday 27th, and I was going to talk about the weather. Not sure why, not sure how that even started, but I can't. It's not even showing me. But basically, it's going to rain today in London. It's going to rain. Boo. Anyway, so I'm going to spend about 10,000 gems on stocks. And to be honest, I had a really dry run at the start. I was thinking maybe they've dropped the rate. And then I got quite a few, to be fair. Oh, here we go. So no, they haven't. Really, I want to get these stocks on the cheap. Obviously, that is perfect. That is perfect. Let's go. In earlier videos, I've tended to, I couldn't resist a bargain, so I'd spend like 5 gems on him covering another box. I'm really not interested. I'm not interested in the standard materials at all. Just going to refresh. And I think that probably is the way to go, because even if it's only 5 gems, these are farmable things, and not farmable in the same way that you can get the gems, right? That's a limited resource and a very valuable resource. So I'm not going to be doing anything other than aiming for this, for the sparks. It becomes a bit complicated if I'm about, I don't know, 6 boxes in and I still haven't got the spark, but it's on the board. You know what I mean? Then I've got a real kind of life or death decision to make. Fight or flight. And I'm very likely to go to that 7th box. But who knows? It's debatable whether I should actually spend that kind of... Oh, 10 gems back, okay. Not exciting, but useful, slightly. Yeah, it's debatable whether you should actually be spending that many gems to get a spark or not. But it's times like this where I'm burning through 10, it's like, well, just take a chance if it's like 1 in 3 of getting the spark, because you usually get it, but not always. And now's the time when I'm not going to see a spark, am I? For goodness sake. Touch of allergies again. Right, they need to show me a spark, man. Times 2, obviously we're going to do something else. 5 white. There's no way I'm going to let a times 2 go, for goodness sake. Principle. Oh man, where's he spark? I must have spent like, what, 150 gems just trying to find a spark. Aren't we all, though? Aren't we all? Now, on the back of my mind as well was like Kim Jong-il, excuse my ignorance, but the North Korean leaders actually stepped into South Korea. I don't know a lot about their politics, but that's obviously fantastic news, and I was just thinking, maybe that's a brother right there that doesn't feel that he needs to be like, I don't know, we get the impression in the West that he's some kind of tyrant. Definitely a dictator, but maybe he wants to better the lives of his people, and if he plays ball with the rest of the world, less sanctions, right? So maybe that kind of leader, let's hope so. Anyway, let's go on with this. Wow, no sparks, for goodness sake, it's ridiculous. This is how I was feeling at the start, but it did turn around. Couldn't care less about that purple sawtooth. Just here strictly for sparks. Wow, I spent 1,500 gems since I started. I've probably got 6 sparks, maybe 5 or 6 sparks. So that's 200 gems per spark. Alright, so let's see. And this is the kind of thing which can really discourage. obviously. And there's going to be one time where I accidentally just refresh without at least collecting the material. I mean, I'm getting decent standard materials on her. It's like, who cares? Oh my gosh, seriously though, seriously. Honestly, I was on the run of getting sparks and it just ended. I might need to go out and come back in again. Not the room. Just go out of Lucky Flip and come back in. Oops, nearly did it then. And I would have missed out on the purple steel. How very dare me. What is it again? So I got 26. Okay. One thing's for sure, we're not going to break any records for sparks in a day, are we? I don't think going out and coming back in again is going to make any difference. But the one cardinal sin would be to skip past a spark. Because I'm trying to go too quick. I'd have to slap myself. For goodness sake. Right, I know I said it wouldn't make any difference, but if we don't see anything in the next... I was thinking 2 flips. Oh wow. Blue steel again. This is not selling Lucky Flip, is it, at all? Not for sparks. Which for me is its only purpose, other than to tempt like newer players into like wasting gems. Alright, listen. I want to refuse to believe that going out and coming in is going to make any difference. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, let's spend off some energy or something. What is a grimoire today? Violence. Let's defeat the hero, wasn't it? So... I'm sorry that this is not an out and out flip video. But you saw the reason why, for goodness sake. Right, so these are 2 stab through border rangers. Obviously 4 oracles just to boost up their health with the Sage Advice, I think it's called. Yeah. And the Vicars, because they've got lots of healing. And don't worry about Consecrate. And this will be the first time I'll look after I took the runes off the oracles to see if they can still manage things, and they can, thank goodness. Okay. And I'm just thinking, if IGG have put some kind of cap on the number of, if they have, and the number of runes that you can get from Lucky Flip in a day or whatever, if they have, which I'm not sure they have, then going out and coming back in is not going to make any difference, is it? But it depends if you're kind of like a bit superstitious as well. You know, if you are, then you might believe in runs of luck, and if you're having a run of bad luck, you've got to do something to, you know, change it. And that's why people walk around with those stupid rabbit's foot, or, you know, don't walk on cracks on the pavement and stuff like that. Who knows? Got something in the UK when you say salute a magpie, something like that. Crazy stuff. Anyway, so, oh my gosh, man. Alright, I was going to do 10k. There's no way I'm doing 10k of disappointment. So it might have to come down. I've done 2k. Well, I've got 5 sparks, 2k. It's 250 gems per spark. For goodness sake. every click is getting more, every flip's getting more expensive per spark. Here we go. Okay, that's good. So that's 6. 6 sparks. Maybe 7, but let's go 6. Right, so I'm on sale. Not even up 68,000. And then we just saw a spark. So how far do we have to go down for the next one? And all this equipment, of course, will be useful. I'm just not 100% sure how I'm going to use it yet, because I might need a few attempts at getting the right. I might need some orange equipment, you know what I mean? So I might need a few goes at it. And so all this will be useful, of course. Let's have a look at my what I've got. I'm not talking about the rarer stuff. Okay, got 97 of the steel. If you look to the top left, only green though. 89 of the, I call it feathers, but it's, what is it? It is a feather. Looks like a bat wing. Okay, I thought I had a lot more of everything that I had than what I have, but I have enough. Okay. What time is it? 7:15. Alright, I need to get ready to go to work kind of soonish. ×2. Damn right. White again. I did have ×2 and get a spark earlier, so I guess that's kind of like, you know, balancing the force. Right, so I had to spend 200 gems, and there's another spark. How much is it? Got it again. Not that bad, but it is getting towards that 250 gems per spark, which I don't know if is good or bad. And the real question though, did going out and coming back in make a difference, man? I don't know. Of course not. Probably not. Or did it? Cool, let's go. It's a bit of a shame I'm so far from the number of sparks that I need. I need another minimum 82 sparks. I'm not going to do it today. Oh, here we go, another spark. Oh, fur. Always go in the same set order regarding my flips. Okay, so I've got the white out of the way, the lowest class of materials, as we all know, and there's no green. Let's just hope these two, let's hope I get the spot next go, but blue's not got the spark. We'll take that. I was just thinking is, if the materials are a decent quality, then there's, you know, the chance of getting the spark goes up. I'm not sure it works like that anyway. Anyway, we're not doing that. Oh, another spark. First time, baby. So we spent about 450 gems from the 68,000 we started off at. We got about 3 sparks, so yeah, 200-300 gems per spark at the moment. I guess that has got to be decent, or that's got to be the what we, you know, should reasonably expect. Maybe it's more. It could be a lot more, obviously, if I have to flip a lot of these boxes and I finally get the spark, or if I don't get the spark at all. Okay. Right, I might go go down to about 65,000, then I might do another 5,000 later. Have to work. I was meant to be out with the boys today, but because of the rain, I'll probably end up staying in anyway. Which means more time for y'all. I'm also thinking there was a video I did before this one. I'm still not sure if I'm going to post it. And there's a reason for it, but I can't actually really reveal it. But I need to watch it again and just see exactly what I said. I had a theory about IgG strategy, and I'm not too sure if I wanted to put it out there. I'm still not sure. Alright, cool. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. I had a feeling that was going to be the spark. Right, we've got to, obviously that green is very likely that we're going to get it. It's going to cost me 40 gems. Could make an argument to tap out like right now. I never do though. I always go 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, I usually tap out after I mentioned 9. I think there's only 9. What I meant was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I usually tap out after 6 boxes flipped, not 9, 6. And then there's a temptation to go for the 7th. I have a feeling that's going to happen this time. Right, I'm going to set rule for myself now. It's 1 in 4. I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to go any more expensive than... We got it. Thank goodness for that. I'm never going to go for a 7th box. Right, so that was quite expensive to get. I meant to do refresh. That was quite expensive to get, and it's debatable whether I should actually spend that amount of gems on it. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, again, I was hopeful that would have been the one with the spark. Oh, 1 in 4. Got it again on the last attempt. They're checking my resolve about whether I'd actually go one step further. No, I wouldn't is the answer. Ay, ay, ay. I see that orange and I always get my heart because kind of it might be a spark. Not though. Some wood. I forgot what they call it. Knoll. Just thinking about, it looks like wood to me. I'm not even sure what knoll is. Maybe it's wood, but that right there, that be wood. In the UK, we call that wood. And that's most definitely not grass. That's an acorn. That's an acorn right there. Anyway. Here we go. Come on, Spock. I've got Wi-Fi, so there's no kind of like phone, mobile data, or cell data. No cell data problems. We've got the Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi is actually quite reliable. Oh my gosh. There's 3 white. If you look to the bottom left. And a green. This spark might end up being way too expensive. And the odds are against. I might not even go we're on 4 boxes at the moment. I might not go to 6 because it's likely to be, there's 2 white and a green. Definitely go 1 more box, but controversial. I'm going to refresh. I'm going to refresh because I don't want to. We're not going to get that Spock, and I'm not going to go crazy to get it. So I just got this theory that IgG, the metrics here, IgG make it more likely that you're going to get the lowest level of materials like I did here. So when there's too many low level materials in a spark, I could get lucky, but probably won't, obviously, because the metrics are built in that you will be unlucky, in my belief. Right, so we're down to 1,500 sparks to go, gems to go. Excellent. See what I mean though? So it might actually have been worth me just skipping that last time, refreshing that last time, because, you know, a couple more flips, hopefully you get another chance at it and it'll be much less expensive. Or maybe I would have got it in the next box, we'll never know. It's just knowing the game. And look at this, we're really not doing that bad, but to 34. Really not doing too bad. If I'm totally honest with you, the reason why I'm doing this is because of 7-Day Gala. I am interested in materials, but I'm more interested in getting Aquarius. So I was actually saving for that, but all the stars are in alignment today. So I thought I'd spend 10,000 gems on Lucky Flip. What time is it? 23, I'm fine. Alright, so we got 1.4 thousand gems to go, so nearly refreshed. Without claiming a free material, that would be what's known as a mistake. I had a feeling that was going to be the spot first time. This order that I do right now, there's no method to the order, there's no secret thing to the order. I've always just done it this way. Right, so we're down to the 1 in 4 chance. And the potential materials, purple, blue and orange. So I think we've got a reasonable chance of getting a spark if there's those built-in metrics that I've talked about before, that you get the lowest level materials first, which is borne out by the lowest materials that I got first, 4 white and a green. Thank goodness we got the spark. It wasn't necessarily going to be white, green, spark, but it worked out that way. And it's good to do videos again. It's good to do videos again. I still haven't really invested in my Facebook page. This is the legend of the Facebook page. But Facebook could potentially reignite my interest, because YouTube is, the way that they're treating their creatives, as I said in earlier videos, is disgusting, and it doesn't encourage people to you know, make videos. And what are YouTube about? They're about those videos, you know what I mean? So it's a curious strategy from them in some ways. But at the moment, Facebook are playing by different rules. So Facebook is the future, at least for me. And in the future, I probably will post videos to YouTube, but only to direct people to Facebook. There you go. Alright, we're coming up to the last 1,000 gems that I'm going to spend. Whoops. Listen, I might tap out in about 55 more. Next spark, the winner. Because I'll tell you what, there we go. The lucky flips, they can like kind of, it is a monotonous task. This is another level of grind. Oh gosh. So I don't know if I can last it out for another 1,000 gems. Thank goodness. To be honest, that was fair. It was fair. I mean, you're not going to get sparks on every flip, you're not. I've probably got about 15 sparks, and I spent 4,000 gems. So, oh my gosh. I'm trying to do the maths. 15 to... Anyway, I can't work it out. That's a 15, that's 100 sparks. It's really not that bad. You're looking at about 200 sparks per gem. Is that right? 250 maybe? Bearing in mind how many boxes I had to uncover to actually get the spark once I'd seen it. Not bad at all. Anyway, so I'm going to do a little bit more of that. I'm probably going to spend another 6,000 gems today on sparks. We'll see where we're at. I could be a lot closer to the 100 by the end of today. Wouldn't that be good? Alright, so anyway, please like, subscribe. That is Stephen. I am out.